Hello dear students, welcome to the third lecture of the data analysis and the interpretation. And this lecture we are going to discuss the univariate analysis with help of the SPSS software. The second lecture we discuss what you mean by univariate analysis and different format of the univariate analysis. And in this lecture we are going to discuss the different univariate analysis with help of the SPSS software. Okay. And here, what you mean by the univariate analysis? Once again, the univariate analysis is analysis purely depends upon the single variable at a time. The term is known as the univariate analysis. And basically, the univariate analysis are classified the distribution. There is central tendency. There is a dispersion. There's a three important category of the univariate analysis. And there is a distribution means there is a frequency distribution. So frequency distribution, there is a discrete and continuous frequency distribution. And the center tendency, there is a mean, median, mode, all are the center tendency. And the dispersion means you are the range, you are the quartiles, that means you are the standard deviation, variance, all are the part of the dispersion. And in this lecture, we are going to discuss the practical side of univariate analysis with help of the SPSS. Suppose we are engaging the project, we have to perform a lot of the univariate analysis to prove your objectives, and we're discussing how to create the result with help of the SPSS, how the univariate analysis are applied into the SPSS. Let's move into the SPSS and how to perform this univariate analysis. Okay, let's move into the univariate analysis, the performing the univariate analysis with help of the SPSS. Once again, we read the SPSS code sheet. This is a previous code sheet, and we already discussed how to code the data in the SPSS and how to perform the analysis, the processing of the data with help of analysis. And this lecture, we are going to perform the univariate analysis with the help of the SPSS. Okay, this SPSS sheet, the first element of the univariate analysis, that is the distribution, and how to performing the distribution with help of the SPSS. So we can easily create the distribution, frequency distribution with help of the SPSS. For that purpose, we are just clicking the descriptive, that is a part of the descriptive, then and there is a frequency. The frequency is the first category of the univariate analysis, and just clicking the frequency button, and we just selecting which variables are relating with the frequency. Suppose I selecting the education, occupation. Suppose I selecting the education first. Selected education first, and just clicking the OK button. Yes. We get the output. We get the output. See, this is an output. This is an output of the distribution. The education wise result, there are 450 respondents, and this is a frequency distribution. The frequency distribution is a part of the descriptive analysis. So suppose the PG wise there is 100 people, and the degree wise 180 people, and the post education, pre-degree wise 97, the SSSC wise 145. So that is the distribution. This category of the arrangement is known as the frequency, the distribution. And there is a cumulative percentages available, there is a percentages available, and so that is the first category is draw of the distribution. And another important element is after the frequency point of view, another important element is how to make the dispersions, and how to make the center tendency. These are the important element of the distribution part of view. This is another important elements regarding with your SPSS. So how to perform the measures of center tendency. For the purpose, I want to know the measures of center tendency of the education. So just clicking the descriptive wise and go to the frequency, and we already selected the education, and statistics, again clicking the mean and the median and the mode. So these are the measures center tendency, that's the mean, median, mode, and just click the continue and just click the OK button. So we get the result. Okay, just getting the result. And this is the first table relating with the frequency. That's first table relating with the univariate analysis, that is a frequency distribution. This get the easily we just received the data of the frequency distribution here. it's a distributional data available. And after that, we want to find out there is a center tendency of the education. So that's education is one of the important variable here, the mean, median, mode. Then that means the mean of the education, this is 2.638, that is the mean of this distribution, and median is the middlemost item, that's 3 is the middlemost item, that's the most middlemost item, that's a 3, that is 3 is the middlemost, that's a +2, and the pre-degree has the median, and mode is a 4, that means most repeated item. The most repeated item, that's a it is a frequency point 145 times as SSLC, that's a 4 is the most frequency item. So that means you are the mode is the SSLC. So mean is a 2.67, and median here there is a median point of view, this is the median middlemost item, and the mode point of view, there is a 145 is highest frequency, that is a corresponding the SSLC. So the mode of the 4, that's representing the SSLC. So that is the measures of the center tendency relating with the table. Okay, so that's one of the important part of the analysis. So that's the mean, median, and the mode. Okay, and suppose a lot of the scaled question, we want to perform the descriptive statistics. This is one of the important elements, is the descriptive statistics. The descriptive statistics is a part of the analysis. Suppose performing the analysis, one of the important part is the descriptive statistics. The descriptive statistics mainly applied in the field of the scaled questions. Suppose I just clicking this descriptive statistics and clicking scale questions. Suppose I selecting the two more questions here. These are the Likert scale questions. That means qualitative variable question. And just clicking these questions, the variable side, and clicking the OK button, and just clicking the OK button, getting the descriptive statistics. The descriptive statistics is a mean that it is a mean and the standard deviation. We can see that's a mean and there is a standard deviation. We get the mean and standard deviation of the variable. The first variable here and find out the mean. The mean is a 3.778. That's the first variable mean, and the standard deviation of 1.3579. That's the standard deviation of the distribution. And similarly, and here there is a second variable, and this is the mean of the distribution, and another one is the standard deviation. So we can easily find the descriptive statistics with the help of the SPSS. That means the descriptive statistics is commonly applied in the field of the qualitative variable. Suppose Likert scale, there is a lot of the qualitative variable. We can easily find out the mean and standard deviations with help of the SPSS. So the firstly find out the frequency. The frequency is the first category of the univariate analysis. How to performing the frequency, and after that we find out the center tendency, mean, median, mode with the help of the SPSS, and then finally and after that just performing the descriptive statistics, that is the mean, and it indicates that the mean and standard deviation. And the next we going to discuss the dispersions. The dispersion is another important category of the distribution. Suppose I want to know the distribution, I want to know the dispersion of the education. I just go into the frequency button and already click the variable as education, and I want to know the dispersions. I just deactivate, and dispersion, the standard deviation, the variance, the range, and selecting and another distribution like skewness and kurtosis. I already selected the skewness. I want to know the skewness, the kurtosis, standard deviation, the variance and range of the education, and just click the button, continue, and that means education wise, just OK, and just getting the result. The standard deviation of the education, is a 1.15, the variance 1.323, skewness minus 0.41, the standard error of the skewness, that is the standard error of the skewness 0.115, the kurtosis 0.143, and the standard error of the kurtosis is a 0.23, a range that is 3. So easily getting the dispersion with help of the SPSS. So these are the data relating with the dispersion. So in this way we can easily find out the dispersions and also find out the quartiles. Suppose I want the quartile deviation regarding the age, education wise. So just go to the frequency and the statistics. These are deactivating and just deactivating these elements, and just want to the quartiles, just clicking the continue, and after that OK button, we get the cocktails of the education. So that is not the missing information, that is a percentage wise this cocktails 25, 50, 75, that's a percentage wise cocktails. So in this way we get a lot of the information with help of the SPSS. Suppose I want another variable, just clicking the another variable, descriptive statistics point of view, I just want to another variable, the frequency, and just resetting. I want to know the education wise, and after that age wise, and occupation wise, and income wise. I just selecting three variables: age, occupation, income, and you want to know the measures of center tendency, mean, median, mode. Okay, just click, then after that OK button, we get the result. So age wise the mean is 2.8156, occupation wise the mean is 2.6689, monthly income wise, so that is the mean, the mean is 2.61, the median is the middlemost item, almost 3, and mode is odds deviation is a 4. So get the result, and already get the frequency. That means the first important univariate analysis of frequency distribution. This is a frequency distribution of the age, and there is a frequency distribution of the occupation, and there is a frequency distribution of the income. Okay, so that is a lot of the arrangements regarding the SPSS or getting the results. And suppose I want the another important descriptive statistics of the some other variables, just resetting and select some other variables. Okay, these are some other variables relating with the studies. Okay, and after that just click the OK button. I get the descriptive statistics of these entire variable. This is the first variable, the mean is 3.72, the standard deviation is 1.4. Then second variable is the mean is 3.7, and there is a 3.47 and 1.43. And third variable is the mean is 3.8 and standard deviation is 1.3. And fourth variable is 3.5, the standard deviation is 1.4. So ഇനി നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ ഇഫക്റ്റീവ് വാരിയബിൾസ് ഈസി സെലക്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. സോ ഫോർ ദാറ്റ് പേർപ്പസ് കോഎഫിഷ്യന്റ് ഓഫ് വേരിയേഷൻ യൂസ് കൊണ്ട് വേണം നമുക്ക് ഇഫക്റ്റീവ് വാരിയബിൾസ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാനായിട്ട് സാധിക്കും. സോ ദീസ് ആർ ദ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് അപ്ലിക്കബിലിറ്റി ഓഫ് ദ SPSS for descriptive statistics. The descriptive statistics can be easily performed with help of your SPSS. So the frequency and the descriptive, this is a part of your the univariate analysis. The univariate analysis, these are the important element of the univariate analysis, and these are the results, the relating with your the univariate analysis. The first point of view, we just selecting the education wise we get the frequency distribution, and after that we get in the center tendency, the mean, median, mode, can easily find out the center tendency. And after that we get the descriptive statistics of the variable. That's a qualitative variable, the mean and standard deviation. Descriptive means that's a mean and standard deviation, can easily find out the mean and standard deviation. And then another way, we just education wise, it's measures of dispersion, standard deviation, variance, skewness, standard error, kurtosis, range, can be easily found these measures and dispersion with help of the SPSS. So once again, this is a frequency table, and performing other variables like the percent quartile deviation can be easily found with help of the SPSS. And the frequency wise, that means suppose age wise, another variable age, another variable test the age, occupation, income, we easily get the result with help of the SPSS. Then the frequencies, and these are the frequency table, and these are the descriptive statistics, all the important part of your the SPSS. അപ്പോൾ SPSS വെച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് വളരെ ഈസി ആയിട്ട് ഏത് റിസൾട്ട്സിനും യൂണിവാരിയറ്റ് അനാലിസിസും കണ്ടക്ട് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് സാധിക്കും. Okay, so this is a very important element of the SPSS. Anyway, thank you so much, and thank you for watching me.